So as a nurse, I have subscribed to a lot of different organizations within nursing, and one of them was the forensic nursing thing, and they've sent me a lot of updated information lately, especially with the political climate that's happening right now. And one of the things they sent to me today was that, epidemiologists are alarmed because data is missing from the CDC. What is the government doing? So just like anybody who wants to know what's going on, I researched the removal of the data from the CDC to see what's going on, to, get some background information. The government didn't remove it. The Center for Disease Control removed their data from the internet. The Center for Disease Control decided that they wanted to censor data. They didn't want people to see it anymore. Luckily, we have really smart people out there who are like, oh, I'm not going to let you hide that. And the internet is forever. So a lot of it has been archived. But the interesting thing is if you aren't somebody who's actually going to go out there and look at the information and try and find the information and try and understand what's really going on, you're just going to believe that the government's just getting rid of all of these things and that there's some conspiracy out there to, hoodwink people into being naive and not following CDC guidelines anymore and not listening to all of these things because big bad government, big bad orange man, he's so bad and he wants to hurt us, right? When that wasn't the case at all. They're just trying to be shady. The CDC is trying to be shady. All of these people have recently come out as being complicit in pushing and doing all of these things to the American people. They have literally removed our freedoms for the sake of safety without any evidence. By giving numbers, by telling us, oh yeah, this is happening. That little the CNN ticker of how many deaths were happening every day, that was a whole ploy because that's not a real thing. We don't give death reports and cause of death for things like COVID instantaneously like that. We compiled them at the end of the day or after we've done the research. Sometimes you won't know for weeks how someone died because we're still waiting for the results. So that CNN ticker, yeah, that was a lie. All this information on the CDC, while I want to believe that it was accurate and the numbers out there were completely legit and 100% were obtained properly and the proper research was done, I do have to now wonder, especially with the CDC removing it themselves, how much of that was fake? How many of these diseases that we were told were a concern aren't actually a concern? How much of their research is actual research? And how much can we trust them now that they're trying to erase it? So you'll sit there and you'll be like, oh, everyone's scared because Donald Trump, when these organizations are doing it themselves.